It was kind of weird. I noticed around, I think around July, yeah, about July, August time, that there was a bit of a difference in me. Usually I'm kind of coherent and, I like a joke and everything. But I remember turning around to Sean once and just saying, Sean, have you noticed that I'm struggling a bit more with my words? It took an extra few seconds to say something, whereas I would have tried to be quick and funny and everything. It didn't quite seem right. But nothing really happened, and then a few months later it started impacting on work, and that's when I had to do something about it. I'd start talking, I'd have like a one-liner or something funny to say, and then I'd just stop and I couldn't find the word. It was the only way I can describe it. It was like it was caged. The word would be there, someone would take it away from me, and I couldn't find it. So a lot of the time I'd have to stop half sentence, and I couldn't do it. We were due to go into town, to start another day of drinking and, and all activities. And we were in this bus, we were on the top deck, and all I can remember is my tongue swelling up to such an extent that when it hit the roof of my mouth, that was it. I was gone. I couldn't do anything. I remember my head jerked back, and everything from then on was a bit of a daze. Luckily, I found out since then that one of my best mates is a fireman, so he's really good in a crisis. He did CPR on me. They resuscitated me, and I think he basically saved my life. A few hours later, they kind of told me on the Saturday, they told me that they'd found a brain tumour. It was a bit of a shock. It was a bit of a surprise because, I'd had a seizure, which I'd never have had a seizure before in my life. And they'd found this mass in my head. The last few weeks, personally, it's been easy for me because all I do is go from one place to another. It's everyone else, I think, that really has the hardship. My parents, Sean's parents, and last week I had the operation, and they were great. Thankfully they didn't have to shave it, so that was good news. But as it stands, where we think it's all gone, but I'm awaiting the biopsy results. They should come out over the next couple of weeks, and well, that's it really. It's and the effect it's had on my personality, the effect it's had on me as a person, I can't even explain. The way I'm talking now, I couldn't have done this a few weeks ago. I was totally at a loss. I went into work on Friday and they couldn't get over the difference. They've seen me how I was a year or two ago, and they honestly couldn't believe it. It was, for once, I was able to have a joke. I was able to be coherent and have a laugh, so much so that other people in the wing had to tell me to shut up because I was too loud, and that wouldn't have happened before.